So you start to deepen your breath in through your nose, out of your nose. Letting your breath fill the back body. Using the exhale to draw back. So depending how tight you are, like me, I'm super tight right now. So to bring my head to the floor is a lot. You can lift your head just a little. Lift your chest a little. So for now, today, the priority is to keep those shoulder blades separating rather than letting them slide together, bringing the chest to the floor. Palms come down to your mat, round and curl up, tabletop. As you inhale, let your belly drop down, shoulders squeeze, eyes and chest lift up, and then just rocking forward and back. So moving through the collarbone, squeeze the shoulder blades, and then shift back a couple inches, keeping the belly down. Good. And then again, back forward, slide through the collarbones, lift up. Think about reaching your lower ribs away from your hip bones, and then sliding back. Just noticing and feeling that stretch, how it changes as you move. A couple inches forward, a couple inches back. And really think about that, creating space between your last rib and your hip bones. The opposite, press away, round and curl. Squeeze the back of your leg, squeeze your bum to help you round your spine. And really forcefully press out of those hands. Try to curl your upper ribs back into you. Hollow the belly back towards the spine. Keeping your spine rounded, squeeze your right shoulder and your right hip closer towards one another so they start to shift. You should feel a deeper stretch down to the left side of your spine. Switch, keeping the spine rounded, squeeze left shoulder, left hip. Keep trying to round out the spine, press away from the hands. Check in with the backs of your legs, make sure they're still working. Good, come back to center. Inhale, belly drops down, slide through, shoulder blade squeeze, eyes and chest lift up. Chin, chest, throat comes down to the mat, tailbone stays high. So your shoulder tips meet your fingertips. Your chin is forward. Don't smush your face. Toes stay tucked under always. Belly to spine, each exhale. And then hug your elbows towards one another and then press them towards the back of your mat. Are you using your hands, or are they there just like half dead paws? Make sure you're spreading those fingers, grip the mat like you mean it. See if you can slide your shoulder blades closer together by pressing away from your fingertips. 3, keep checking in with those details. Toes are tucked under, belly hugs spine, elbow squeeze in and press back. When you're ready, slide your way through to your belly. We lift right into cobra. Float your hands, we hold. Tops of the feet press firmly into the mat. Belly hug spine. Elbows squeeze in and press back. 3. Breathe through it. Don't hold your breath. Lengthen through your toes. Heart presses forward, toes reach away. 2. Fingertips to the floor, just fingertips. You can take them a little wider if you need to. Press back, child's pose. Keep your arms long, hips to heels. Big stretch. So keep remembering that sensation, like when we first started, pressing your hands and your elbows down into the floor to create space between your shoulder blades. So try to keep them from moving towards one another or kissing around your spine. Keep moving them away. Round and curl, we come back up, tabletop. Come to a neutral spine, tuck your toes, float your knees an inch. 1 inch. Set the foundation. We'll start with the hands. So you spread the fingers. Fingertips press into the floor. Grip your mat. Belly to spine. Make sure you're not letting that belly spill. So try to shorten the space between pubic bone and belly button. Long, low back. And then squeeze the back of your legs. Make sure muscle hugs bone. Elbows are not locked. Little micro bend. Not enough that I could see the bend, but you can feel it. Elbows wrap back and hug in. Everything is on. Your legs, your core. Breathing here for 5. 4. Remember, resisting the mat. 3. Press down to go up. 2. Lift your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Big stretch. Take a moment. Work it out. As you inhale, lift high to your tiptoes. Roll your sit bones a little bit higher, melt your heart a little bit closer. And then keeping heels and tailbone high, soften your knees, turbo dog. Keep wrapping your elbows down towards the floor. Keep creating space between your shoulder blades. 3, pressing up and out of the fingertips. 2, press forward, high plank and pause, hold. Elbows wrap back, hips and shoulders same height. Bend your knees a little. Get ready for this. So you keep wrapping your elbows down towards the floor. You're gonna press away from the fingertips, keep bending your knees, and bring elbows down to your mat. Knees are floating. Woo-hoo. From here, look forward, keeping the knees bent, you're gonna power. So from here, your weight is in your elbows. You can probably float your hands quite easily. What we're going to do, using the power of your legs, you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, shift the weight into your hands, high plank. And then we go back, downward facing dog. Let's do it again. Roll and ripple forward, high plank. Wrap your elbows back, soften your knees, start to press away from your hands to gently, gently bring your elbows down to the floor. Look forward, 1, 2, 3, press up, high plank, both elbows lift at the same time. We go back, down dog. 1 breath in, 1 breath out. Roll forward, high plank. Elbows wrap back, soften the knees, press away from your hands. Drop the elbows slow, no smashing them into the floor. Look forward, 1, 2, 3, high plank. Down dog. Nice work, everyone. Hands to feet, back of your mat. Grab opposite elbows and hang. Grab behind your head like when you do a sit-up, or interlace your hands behind your back. Give your head a little shake, yes. A little shake, no. Release your hands, bend your knees. Head and hands stay heavy, slowly roll. When we get to the top, shoulders up, back, and down. Palms face forward. Take a deep breath in, reach up and look up, big stretch. Exhale, fold through center, all the way down. Grab behind your legs, give yourself a little pull. Flat spine, halfway lift, shoulder blades squeeze, collarbones wide. Exhale to fold. 1 more, halfway lift, breathe in, flat spine. Exhale, fold. Walk it out. Downward facing dog. Inhale, move forward, high plank. Drop down to your knees. Look forward, lean forward. 3 modified chaturangas. Before you do them, I see a lot of you in your videos that you post, when I'm watching you on the screen, when we do the modified, you're letting your toes float. Don't let your feet float. They are your anchors. Keep them plugged into the floor. Make sure you're using your legs. When you lower, I want you to think about your legs and the alignment of your hips more than you're thinking about bending the elbows, okay? It's natural. We use our hands more than we use our feet for dexterity things, right? So when the work is in the arms, that's where the brain goes, but bring it into your legs. Keep muscle hugging bone. Forward and down. 3. Good. And up. Forward and down. Keep those hips and your core super solid. Elbow squeeze in to lift you. Active hands. Last one, forward and down. You stay here at 90, no lower. Maybe you tuck the toes, you float, shift forward more. 3, shoulder blade squeeze, collarbones wide. 2, all the way down to the floor. Inhale, cobra. Keep your hands on the mat this time. Good. Exhale, release. A little wider, hands a little further back. Come back up. Maybe a little more height if you like. And release. Last one. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, go back, down dog. Walk your feet to meet your hands, very tip-top edge of the mat. Big toes touch when you get there. Come up halfway lift, flat spine. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, head and hands stay heavy. Slowly roll all the way up to stand. When you get there, shoulders up, back and down, palms face forward. Take an inhale, reach up and look up. Exhale, fold through center all the way down. Halfway lift. Hands to the floor, step back, high plank. Hold. Bend your knees, elbows come down to the floor. Look forward. 1, 2, 3, high plank. Drop your knees if you need to. Chaturanga, low plank. Oh yes, happy Monday. Inhale up. Exhale back. Right leg to the sky. Bend the top knee, open up your hip. Get into whatever you need, maybe some hip circles. You're bending and stretching the top knee. Focus on opening up the back of the left hamstring. Knee to nose. Press away from the back toes. Round the spine, hollow your belly, shoulders over your wrist. We hold. 3. Squeeze our right heel into a tiny little package closer to your bum. 2. Press away from your hands a little more. Good. Inhale, up and back. Right knee, right armpit. We hold. Round the spine, hollow the belly, get your hips high. Use the back leg to help you. Right heel, tiny little package. Press away from your hands. 3, 2, inhale, up and back. Last one, knee to nose. Okay, you choose. We all drop the back heel down to the right side of the mat. You either slide this right foot away, take a stretch, or you go for the strength. You press away from the front hand, firm in the back foot and float. Right inner ankle. 3, 2, 3-legged dog, up and back. Breathe in. Right foot steps through between your hands. Turn to face the left side of your mat. Bend your left knee. Right hand to the floor. Left hand to the sky. You're facing the left side of the mat. Keep both baby toes plugged into the floor. You should feel this down inside of right leg. Come back to center. Press yourself up, halfway lift. Exhale to fold through center. Shift the weight back into your heels. Maybe walk your hands forward a little. Halfway lift. Turn to face the back of the mat so that your left foot is in front. Drop your back knee down to the floor. Inhale, both hands up to the sky. Interlace your thumbs above your head. Pull your elbows apart and really bring your shoulder blades to kiss around your spine. Keeping the back toes tucked, you start to press away from your front heel and try to tuck your tailbone under you as best as you can. You're going to feel a deeper stretch to the front of your right leg. Inhale your chest and slingshot it up to the sky. If you like, you can continue to go back, or if it feels better to you, just continue to try to create as much space between your heart and your tailbone as you can. Even if you're bending back, that's what you're trying to do too. Create as much space as you can between heart and tailbone. Hands come down to the floor. Turn around to face the front of your mat. Step back, down dog. Move forward, high plank. Soften your knees, drop your elbows to the floor, shift back. Look forward, 1, 2, 3, high plank. Drop your knees if you need to. Chaturanga, low plank. Toes in the floor. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left leg to the sky. Bend the top knee, open up your hip.